Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back from my weekend at Momocon there in Atlanta, Georgia, and if I look tired and if I sound like I'm losing my voice, that's why. But I wanted to make this video just to kind of recap the weekend, show some video that I took from the event here for you guys. I didn't record a ton of video, just number one, just because I really just kind of wanted to experience the con just like for myself. It was my first time ever attending any kind of big convention like this here in the US. I was invited there as a guest, so I did on Friday when I was there a Q&A panel, and then on Sunday I was one of the judges for the Gunpla competition that they had there in the Gundam building area there at the con. So we'll talk some more about that, but anyway, just want to say a big thank you to the organizers for reaching out and inviting me to the convention, because I had a really good experience and they really went kind of above and beyond to make sure that I did have a good experience there, and it was great. So thank you to everybody involved with the contest, all the volunteers that were involved too, especially in our Gundam building area. There was a lot of volunteers that were there just kind of hanging out the whole time and helping people, so it was a really good experience. And then of course also thank you to everybody that came out. I met a lot of people there that came up to me and said hey, and they wanted to just kind of chat or take a photo together or whatever. It was great to meet a whole bunch of people, so that was awesome. Everybody that came out, just to the convention generally, but especially everybody that came out and checked out the Gunpla building area, saw me, said hey, everybody that brought kits to enter into the contest. So just thank you guys for all your support in making that event, kind of on behalf of the staff of the event too. Just kind of thank you guys for making the Gunpla building area, I think, a really cool space within the greater convention. Now, the convention was massive. It was even bigger than I was expecting. I knew like it was a pretty big con, but just because it was my first experience, I didn't really know kind of what to compare it to. But the space was huge. That was the first thing, kind of when I first arrived, just going through the convention space with the staff. Kind of Bree helped me out to kind of make my way to where we needed to go, and it just felt like we were walking forever just like to even get to the place, just because it was such a huge space there. So, and it's just packed with a lot of people. And over the course of the weekend, as I was able to kind of explore some more of the space there, just kind of really seeing like everything that they had there, aside from like the shopping area too, and like artist alley, where they had all the different kind of shopping that you could do. There was like a gaming area for like PC gaming and tabletop gaming and card games and all sorts of stuff. The actual like convention space was just huge. Now, some of the video that I'll show you guys, like from like especially particularly like the gaming areas, I recorded on Sunday, which is the last day, and kind of early in the day, so it doesn't look like maybe there's a lot of people there. But it was like later in the day, and certainly like on Friday, Saturday, there was a lot more people around there. I wanted to do some like video recording on the last day when maybe there was not quite as many people around. But yeah, like Friday, just like shortly after arriving at the con, I went and did, as I said, a Q&A panel there. We had a good amount of people that came out for the Q&A, so we had some good conversation there, some great questions from the people who came and wanted to ask questions to me about different things. I just kind of told some stories about this and that, about working on Gunpla and like doing stuff on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So it was a great conversation, and then that kind of just like continued throughout the weekend, because a lot of the same people that did attend that Q&A, I would then see again later, just like somewhere else in the convention or at like the Gunpla build area. So the conversations just kind of continued throughout the event with a lot of people. But then they had a great space for the Gundam build area where they had a lot of kits on display. They had kits there for sale, and they just had a large area for people to just sit and relax and build stuff, or just chat and hang out and talk about kits. But there was a lot of people there that would just come and build stuff as well, so they had a nice space there for that. They had a setup to be able to do like demonstrations there. Some demonstrations and other like related panels, like the Q&A panel that I did, were held in like different rooms for that, kind of like outside of that, because it was like the main like shopping area in there. So it was a little bit noisy to do like demos and stuff in there, but it was a great space for it, where people could just come and just kind of see what the Gundam stuff was all about. There was a lot of people that I could see that were coming through that maybe weren't yet into building Gunpla, but they were kind of seeing a lot of this stuff like for the first time, like kind of sparking that interest in them, which is good. So I spent most of my time just kind of going back and forth, hanging out in the Gundam building area, and then just kind of checking out the convention, just kind of floating around, just kind of checking it all out. And there was, a lot of stuff to see there, all of the vendor booths and everything like that. I really enjoyed going through like the artist alley, seeing all the great artists and everything there. I wanted to pick up a couple of things like for my wife and kids as well while I was there, because they didn't go with me. So I did find a couple of nice little things, stickers and magnets to take home for my wife and kids. But there was just a ton of really awesome stuff there in Artist Alley. Like if you wanted to go and get some really cool like art prints, stickers, keychains, shirts, clothing of all their varieties and everything else. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff there. So it was really cool. And one of the artists in particular I was really excited to meet, Robert Wilson. You guys may remember from a video like 6 years ago, he sent me some stuff back when I was living in Korea, and I finally got a chance to meet him there in person. He was also there. He had a couple of panels, and then he had his booth there selling his artwork. But definitely check out his artwork, because he was one of the few artists there at the con that had anything like Gundam related, but he's got some really great Gundam related stuff, other anime related stuff, and just some really awesome artworks. So I'll have a link down in the video description. I'll recommend you guys to check out his stuff. You can order prints, t-shirts, stickers, a lot of cool stuff from him. And yeah, just a really great artist and a really awesome guy. We had a good time hanging out together there at the con. So it was awesome to meet somebody who I've like known for a long time, just kind of online, you know, in real life there in person. So that was a great experience. And then yeah, Sunday we did the judging for the Gunpla competition there, and there was 3 categories, like a beginner, medium, and advanced sort of category system. And basically myself and the other 2 judges for the event just kind of went through everything. And it was, you know, it's a lengthy process to go through the judging, the competition like that. And with the number of entries, we had a good amount of entries there for the different categories, but we were able to go through everything and select the winners and give out some awesome prizes there from the event. So that was awesome. I should also mention on Saturday, there was also just a raffle giveaway there as well, where they gave away some Gunpla as well as some stuff from Kotobukiya as well. So shout out to Kotobukiya as well for sending some stuff to sponsor for the raffle giveaway as well. But yeah, anyway, it was just a really awesome experience for me as like kind of my first big American con experience, and I'm looking forward to doing some more later. This one being my first, I feel like there was definitely things that I maybe would have done differently, you know, with being involved with that, and kind of maybe just basically a good learning experience for me to be kind of more prepared or better prepared, or what to expect maybe for like next time. So I'm looking forward to attending, you know, whatever else another con I may attend in the future. So far, I don't have anything planned except something later, maybe like August of 2026, which I'll talk more about later on. But at the moment, nothing more on the books, but I'm looking forward to doing it again. I feel like I'll just kind of be like more prepared what to expect for next time. But I had a great experience at Momocon. If you guys have the chance to go next year, I would highly recommend that you do. If you went this year, how did you guys find your experience? Let me know in the comment section below. If you saw me, if you said hello, if you said what's up, thank you. It was great to meet all you guys again. If you were one of the people who saw me there, you can also say what's up in the comments here as well on the video. But that's it, just for a quick recap of my experience there. I had a great time, and again, thank you to everybody involved. I feel like they really did a lot to make sure that the guests kind of had everything they need. They had a really nice like chill guest service room too, where we could just kind of go and chill out. They had snacks and drinks and stuff there for us, so they really took good care of the guests, I feel like. So that was my experience there at Momocon Atlanta. If you guys were someone who, you know, just kind of, or just getting into Gunpla maybe through the event and like seeing what was going on there, and you're like starting to get interested and maybe wanting to build some model kits of your own, of course I would recommend you guys to check out the link in the video description to USA Gundam store. Here we've got all sorts of models and tools and supplies and everything that you need, so check out that link. And just thank you guys so much for checking out the video here today. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. If you are not subscribed yet, you can subscribe. I really appreciate it for all of your support, guys. Until next time, hope you all have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.